Good evening, this is Craig Double, and I'm in the January 2018 Chemistry Class 121 section Oscar Lima 010. And I'm going to show you the lab setup for Lab 9. The camera down here a little bit. Okay, so with Lab 9 there's actually two experiments. Experiment 1, and before I get started, I got my lab safety map ready to go. Some of the other items I'll have for this lab is my smartphone so I can take pictures. I also have my stopwatch, my graphing calculator, and then I also have my computer open on this side. I like to use that for my graphs. It's a little bit faster and a little bit better. Alright, so for experiment 1, you need a 250 milliliter glass beaker. I've got my 100 millimeter graduated cylinder. I've got my hot pad ready to go. I've got my digital scale. My digital scale is covered right now so it doesn't get damaged or worn out. I've got 3 8-ounce styrofoam cups. I've got my cup lid for the styrofoam cups. I've got my test tube clamp. I've got my digital thermometer. I've got my unknown metal. I've got my small cooking pot here, which I'll use on a stove, so I'm going to use the stove instead of the microwave. Again, here's my timer. I have paper towels, plenty of distilled water, and I've added to this experiment 1 lab, I've added this 600 milliliter glass beaker to help me measure out my 500 milliliters of distilled water that I'll need to use. I do not intend to use any wooden toothpicks, and that's for experiment 1. Now experiment 2, when I set up my calorie meters, these are the cups that I'll be using for that. I have the ammonium nitrate right here in this bag. It tells me to use the entire contents of a hand warmer here. Okay, I have my scale again for that experiment as well that I'll be using. My stir rod. My spatula. My thermometer again. I'll also be using a weight boat. There's my weight boat. And then access to the graphing program. Obviously that's on my computer. I do have internet access is available. I still have that big thing of distilled water over there. Also have scissors ready to go. And my stopwatch or timer, which I've already shown. So actually before I get completely started here, I'll make sure that I do my pre-lab, and again I'm going to be using the stove, and my stove is located over there. Have a great evening.